Hello, everyone. Good evening from Benin City, Nigeria, wherever you're connecting from. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us on the Euodoo Finance Experience. God bless you all. Thank you so much. A very beautiful time. Like we promised, here we are. Well, I have two amazing guests with us today. And to my left, I have Jeff Badia, the CEO of Fit to Thrive.
Thank you very much,
Nice to
sir.
meet you, brother.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, Daddy.
Oh, welcome.
I said nice to meet you, Daddy. So it's like we're starting the meeting again.
Again.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Lessons. And to my right, I have Emmanuel Ereku, the National Sales Manager of Field Technology. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, yes. I'm liking the flow of the conversation already, sir.
Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. You're welcome to this very first meeting. I'm excited to have both of you here live in the studio. The first of several. It's going to be amazing tonight. Our audience, if you're just joining us live, I hope you are sharing this to your friends, your connects. It is a finance meeting. Like I said, if you want to make money, if you want to enjoy money, if you want to spend money, if you want to be rich or richer, this is your platform. So begin to call in your friends. As you know, we are live and we also entertain questions at some point. Calling your friends, your business partners, your whoever you want to call in. Just call in everyone and ensure that you are going to have a good time. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I have Jeff Badia, and we are going to be taking you through on entrepreneurship, starting a business, growing a business, running a business. Yes, we'll have more introduction. Yeah, and then those of you who are professionals in the career path, in the job market, I have the Neraya here who will take you through her journey. Yes. So we are going to begin with you, Jeff. I know you are doing well.
We thank God, sir. We thank God,
I
sir.
can see what you do on you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
it's working.
It is working.
So when did you receive the vision? When was this vision birthed in you? The vision for Fit to Thrive. Tell us about Fit to Thrive.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Uh, it is really, it is really going to be impactful you being here.
Yeah.
So before now, before the idea of this podcast, people like us have been benefiting from working directly with Daddy here, right? So when I heard of this podcast, I'm like, the knowledge is about to be exported now.
Mm.
Uh, the the idea of Fit to Thrive is to push health and fitness
Okay.
for the everyday man.
Mhm.
Health and fitness for everybody. I started uh, this personal development journey in 2018, and I would go because I was in school then. I would go to sports complex. I would train with a coach, and he would show me what the movements are. I was training martial arts. That coach too would show me what the movements are. Before you know it, I had gathered knowledge
Okay.
that when I came out of school into the world, I discovered, not everybody had this level of exposure that I have to health and fitness.
Mm.
So they will say they are struggling to lose weight when when we go for competition, you need to drop some numbers. When you go for martial art competition, they call it shedding. Now you have to shed. You have a period of 2 months to lose certain number of kgs,
Yeah.
and we will do that. There are programs that we do for that
That's to prepare for
to
competition.
prepare for the martial art
Ah.
competition, and we would do it. You have to meet the weight. You
Yeah.
will go on the scale before the competition starts. The first day of the competition is to weigh in. We'll
Okay.
weigh in, and then that was it. You have to hit your weight. We will see a situation where the coach will give somebody's food who had not meet their weight to someone who had meet their weight, and now you are going too deep down.
Yeah.
And then we saw that, we learned that. I came into the world, I'm saying away from academic world
Yeah.
into this big circle, and I'm saying they don't know that. In fact, they pay for drugs that don't work. They would do programs in gyms and they would not see the result. One time, I heard there's a gym opening up somewhere, and I thought, okay, I don't want to be training at home. Let me go there at least once a week. But that day was free day, so I got there. I was skipping. I was doing my normal program because it's a free day.
Yeah.
And then they approach me. They say, would you like to teach them how to do this here? We'll be paying you. That was it. While I was there, I was working directly with the owner, so he was teaching me how to run the business.
See.
So you learned the business side.
I learned the business side while I was coaching people how to do typical aerobics program, and while I was there, I was showing them the programs I learned from home, from my coaches, what I was doing at home,
Yeah.
that emulates what they taught us in school in the gym there. Before you know it, I was gaining popularity within that circle. Before
This
you
was
know,
when? Now, what year was this? Do you
this
remember?
is 2021.
Okay.
So I started training in 2018. 2018. Got
3
into
years
fitness
now.
2018.
Okay.
2021, I became a coach. I started
So
coaching
started making money in 2021.
2021.
Okay.
2021.
But what pushed you in 2018? Were you thinking about going commercial with this, or
No.
you were just passionate
It
about
was just
martial
passionate
arts,
about. It was just passion for martial arts.
fitness?
Yes, sir. Because my exposure into personal development was that you cannot be thinking of improving your mind without also improving your body. So the recommendation would be, join a gym or join a sports group or join a martial art.
Okay.
So I did two. I was in the gym and I was working with my coach for martial arts as well.
Okay.
One day after the other, I saw, there is a fault in the idea of gym in general. So they will tell you, do not teach them. If they achieve the result, what then do they pay for 3 months later?
I see.
So they will tell you that.
Yeah.
And then there is also the idea of, it is gym. It should not be accessible by everybody. So the cost shouldn't be too affordable for everybody. It was these two problems that I thought I want to solve.
So your business targeted a problem.
Yes, it targeted these two
These
problems.
two problems. Okay.
One, the idea of it is only for the elite or for a particular kind of people that earn some kind of money. One. Two, and that it should only be don't help them achieve the results too fast.
So you
Why,
can retain.
why would
So
they?
you
Why would
can-
they continue?
Why would they
Same
continue
way.
to pay? Whereas it can still pay you, because maintenance also is a big deal. Achieving your results and holding that goal. Research has it. If someone lose weight now, the odds that they will add it back on between 3 years is about 70%.
Which means most likely.
So you will definitely add it back. How about help them achieve it and put them on a lifestyle, so they are here. This is who they have become now.
Actually, lifestyle got them to that weight.
Yes, they didn't add the weight by they just made this decision one time. They eat this type of food one time. It became a thing that they do regularly. So the solution really is
Yeah.
changing who they are.
See.
And if they change who they are, and the place is not so expensive, they will pay you for a long time.
Okay. I see.
That was the strategy. So with the strategy, I created a vision. And I'll say, it is not challenging enough to place one somewhere and hope that everybody in the corners of this local will meet me. How about I challenge myself to recreate this in 5 places in 5 years.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. We're on number 2 now, on the second year.
It's cooking.
It is cooking.
I see.
Domicile.
That's so
That's
inspirational.
good. That's good.
Yes,
I
sir.
like your journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't begin with thinking about money.
Oh, no.
You know, you became it. Then you are helping others become it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's very important. So in building, but you're making money now.
Oh, we thank God. We thank God that he.
Yeah, you are making money now. I see. I see. Okay, I'm going to come back to you.
All right, Tom.
So, Asanara, you are. Is your microphone working? Okay.
Yes, I think it should.
Okay. You are a sales executive, a sales professional. You are a pharmacist. You have done this and that. So let us know. Tell us your journey. You know, how did you get here?
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor. It's first of all, it's so good to make the first edition.
Yes, so.
I like to be a person of first, so it's good to be, on the first edition of Euodoo Finance Experience. Where did it all start? I think it was way back in my um, 300 level, right?
Mm.
In pharmacy school. My 300 level in pharmacy school, or sorry, 400 level in pharmacy school. That at the point you go for something we call an industrial training.
Mm.
So after going on the industrial training, I did that with a community pharmacy in Benin City, right? It, that experience, brought closer to home what we were doing then in school as, a young pharmacist. Well, we're not pharmacists at then. As young students, looking forward to becoming pharmacists one day. I saw um, not just the paper part of the profession, but the business side of the profession.
Okay.
So, having done that, every other holiday, because I saw what huge gap there was between what we learned in school and what is practiced, you know, outside of school on the field. I said to myself, every holiday I was going to try to volunteer in a pharmacy. So that's what I did. Every holiday I went to, I casually walked into one of the pharmacies close to where I stayed on one holiday and said I wanted to work. And they said, no, they couldn't pay me because I was a student. It's not as though I'm a professional yet. I said, I'm not here to, be paid. I want to work. I want to volunteer. They said, how many times a day do you want to come? They will agree. And it's not as though you're going to come haphazardly. I said I didn't mind. I will come like a worker. I'll do all I need to be done. I'll do all that needs to be done. And I don't mind being paid. So we went on like that. And at a point, the pharmacist became unavailable. Right? And guess who they put on a salary?
Yeah, you. Third
Me.
year in school, fourth year in school.
No, that was my 6th year
Okay, your
in
final
school.
year.
Yeah, my final year. So guess who they put on a salary? It was me. So I started to cover some hours, and this time I was paid to cover those hours, and then I was learning. So hardly there was a time where I wasn't working if I wasn't in school. Then fast forward to finishing school, um, is- my internship and service here. That's when I knew that I was going to go into the sales part of pharmacy, and I desired to be in the places that I am right now. Um, I was working in one of the pharmacies one of those days. I think while I was in my internship, and I recall this experience where the owner of the premise, it was just myself and himself. The owner of the premise said to me, he needed to close the pharmacy at that time. He needed to close the pharmacy at that time because he needed to be somewhere, and he didn't want to leave me to manage place. And I said to him, "Don't worry, you can go. And whenever you're done what you're doing, you can come and then we'll close." And so that was between the hours of like 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Anybody who knows the pharmacy business, community pharmacy business, knows that that is the peak
That's
period
peak
where
hour.
you make money
Okay.
in a community pharmacy. So he goes, he's like, "Are you sure?" Because first of all, if you look at me physically, you would probably think that, oh, she may be fragile, maybe she will not want to, you know as a
That was
first.
then. You have put on some weight now.
Yeah, I put on some weight. You know so I was like, "Are you sure you'll be able to do it?" I said, "Yes, I'll be able to do it." By the time he came back, we sold, I can't remember the exact amount we sold, but the sales was impressive. He was amazed that I was able to juggle through the activities and be able to do all those. I'm taking us somewhere.
Yeah.
At the end of my time there, I got a job. I sat in an interview. Then yes, also there was a time I also dabbled um, into sales as a business, networking, selling perfumes and cosmetics, you know, um, n- n- using sales networking, and I was able to grow that small business, right? Grow a team of people also selling, you know, got recognition
Yeah.
within that space. So fast forward to the time I actually started as my professional career as a salesperson in a pharmaceutical.
Mm.
I sat in an interview. The very For the very first role that I took up, then I was in Society of Family Health. An interview to get into Society of Family Health, and they were looking for people. Guess what? They were looking for somebody, a pharmacist with 1 to 2 years experience
I see.
in sales.
Sales.
I was just out of school. I barely worked. Then I think we just started Fortismos Pharmacy. We had barely run Fortismos Pharmacy for some months. I I had zero. Um, um, I would have had zero sales experience selling if not for all these things I have mentioned coming along the way. So I sat in that interview. I had passed the first stage of the written interview, and I sat in the interview, and they asked me, "Why do you think you are best fit for the role? Have you sold anything before?" Then I started to marshal out my points.
Mm.
You know, I had worked in so and so place. I moved the sales from X amount to X amount within the community pharmacy. I upsell some
Sorry to
product.
cut you short.
Yeah.
From what I've listened to both of you,
Yes,
money
yes,
is
sir.
not an event; it's a process.
Oh yes,
Mm.
yes.
That is true.
It's a
Yes.
process. So it's not like money is there.
You go and pack it.
It's not there. It's a journey
True, sir.
because and it started in school.
Mhm.
You're not money conscious, so you're going about it. You're not money conscious. You took the offer, and then later on, an opportunity to make money came. You use your experience to make money.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So continue. Hope we're catching something in the audience. Hope we're getting this. So you are somewhere now. You say, "I don't have a job. I don't have anything to do." Go and volunteer. You are volunteering. Free work.
Exactly.
You are volunteering.
Yes, exactly.
So don't just stay at home doing nothing.
doing nothing.
You see, money is a process, it's not an event. So you don't wait for money. You work, and as you move, So even by working without pay, you are working
You're still,
to earn.
yes, yes.
You may not earn now, like you were not earning then,
Yes.
but all of that you were earning, but just not in cash,
She even offered to work for free.
for free.
Mhm.
You see, wow,
Yeah.
good. Me go and look for who to work for free for. All right, please go on.
Okay, so yes, Pastor. So I started the martial art. My point. I sold this. I built. I sold. I talked about my experience in selling cosmetics products in a cosmetic company. How I built a sales team, a
Mm,
team of salespeople. And that was how I got the job
wow.
in. So all those experiences from school, from volunteering, from my IT, from volunteering, began to form the framework of everything I had learned because I was speaking, experiences from both the bosses I worked with, you know, and that formed the foundation of my success as a salesperson and a pharmacist. So moving from job to job till where I am right now, I would say it is the it it's a, like you said, it's a process, you
Mm,
know, and it was me picking experiences, hands-on experiences, and duplicating them, refining my skill, refining myself until I became that person of value that people were willing to pay the amount they pay
okay.
in exchange for my value.
Sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow.
That
Jeff.
was impactful. That was impactful.
Good one. Good one. Now, Jeff, I have a question for you.
All right, so.
Um, I've watched you grow. He said the CEO of Fit to Thrive, but I think you are CEO of everything.
Yes,
Because
sir. Yes, sir.
this studio, it is creativity.
Mm-hmm.
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 So I'd say for your interiors, contract us. It's us with two of us. Oh.
Yes,
So you
sir.
can
We did
contract us.
it. We did it. The
Anyway.
masterminding, for real, it was. We checked. So, to do a job like this, you would check a blueprint,
Yeah.
something you would want to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
What you had as blueprint, you don't even reach.
I thought.
What person will go, oh, okay, so we can shut this other window. Okay, can we put the this?
We're
It will
just going
work.
and
It
going
will
and
work,
going.
and then we kept going,
Mm-hmm.
one task after the other, and then it was done.
Awesome. Now I know when you started your first gym
Oh, all right.
and where it started from, where it was.
Yes, sir.
It's not where it is now.
It is not. It is
It's
not.
not the equipment now. I mean, the progress is huge.
Yes, so we
So
thank
we have
God.
many people aspiring to be business owners. If you're just joining us, welcome to Euodoo Finance Experience. All right, I have to my left Jeff Badia, is the CEO of Future Thrive, and to my right, Pastor Emmanuel Ereku, the National Sales Manager of Few Technology. So today, if you're into business, I got you to my left. You're into a profession, I got you to my right. You're into everything, I got you. So here's the question
Yes,
to
sir.
many business owners or aspiring business owners today. All right, how have you built your business? Because I can see that it's growing. What are certain things you would like to share? All right, some of them are secrets, but you have
Okay.
to let it out of the bag.
Okay, so
So, what are the things you see? Because you started from the scratch.
yes, sir.
You see
Yes,
that
sir.
all the massive equipment were not there.
No.
So how do you build a business? There's somebody here who is maybe into cooking, who is into fashion, who is into salon, cosmetic, who is just starting. All right. So take us through. How do you grow a business?
All right, sir.
Looking at your own experience and
All
how
right.
you've come.
All right, sir. From my experience,
Yeah.
if you need to start, I know it sounds almost like a cliche, but the truth is, if you need to start, you have ideas in your head, and those ideas, they are not the year one.
Mm.
The idea you are picturing, you think it's the year one, but we're talking year five here. So play the long game. Play the long game. Some persons, they are stopping because they think they need certain amount of money for capital. Now, why that may not be true in all businesses, but see, in 90% of businesses, you can start from zero. The idea in your head is stage 8. You can test this business from zero, carry it up until it becomes the stage you are actually seeing. And this is one thing they will not tell you. They'll tell you start with a capital. Sometimes it is like what Master did. Start. Start. Even if it means you having to work for someone who is doing that exact business.
Okay.
While you are in that business, you would have learned how to run your business from zero. Some persons think they need shop. You don't. To start a gym, daddy,
Yeah.
I will start over and over and over again, and I will not start with a shop. There are schools around you. And I did this in 2020 without thinking. So first, I would work out in my father's compound. But then, this is the early corona stage. I will make a video to encourage people to actually work out. I went from someone who used to be sick every 3 months, every 2 months. You must catch something, like malaria. They tell you the breeze blew differently, and now you're sick. When I started working out, it changed my health. And I saw, oh, this was what was missing. I just needed to be active in this way. Doing that changed me. So when I will make content, part of what I now do, what
Yeah.
I now post became my exercise routine. From posting every morning that I'm working out, I'm taking a walk, I'm doing something, I was learning. I was researching so I can talk, so I can teach.
And you're already putting yourself out there.
Yes, sir. I was already putting myself, the business had already started. See how it will now form. By the 3rd month, a friend goes, my friend, he says, by so and so day, I want to lose this belly fat because we are getting ready for marriage. And my woman says, I need to reduce this belly fat. He's getting ready. Come and be training me now. So I say, I don't have anywhere else. So come to my father's compound too. So he would come and we made video that one day. He posted as well. And then he said, people on his WhatsApp, they just like us, we just did one. Can they come? I'm like, I don't think I can bring people in my father's compound. There is this school close to our house. We can go there instead. I thought this guy was talking of 1-2 persons. By the time they came, there were 5.
Oh, wow.
We started, and I was doing what I would do normally, but I was showing them how to do it. I was gentle. It was interesting. It was fun. 1 hour, they all came wearing even more expensive gym clothes than me. I didn't understand this was a culture then. I was just working out, now bringing people along with me. By the end of that first month, I had like 20-something persons coming to that school.
You don't
To
mean
walk out
The
with you.
field,
You don't
that
say.
school. This was 2020. By the end of that first month, that 20 people gathered money, daddy, and they gave me the money. It was what I used to buy my first laptop.
Wow.
So are we getting it? Point 1 is start from where you are.
Start from where you are.
And that's what the Bible teaches. The prophet said, what do you have?
What do you have?
She said,
To the widow, what
just
do you have?
Just a jar of oil, it's okay. That's what God said to Moses. What's in your hand? It's just a rod. And look at the way he did it. It's just a rod. The same thing, 5 loaves and 2 fish.
Yes, sir. What do we have?
So greatness begins now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you build. Don't be, consumed with what you don't have or what you want. Start now. You don't need a shop. Start now.
Yes, sir.
I want to sell. You can start shooting yourself cooking in the kitchen. Your own food.
Yes.
Your own food until
Yes.
somebody orders.
Yes, sir.
Start now.
Start
Just
now.
Start now. Start now. Whatever level you can start, just start.
I believe that
You don't have to start big to be big.
I believe that was the biggest secret.
Okay.
Because in starting, I was in one shop.
Yeah.
Fit to Thrive was one shop. I would post, I would say my small gym. Then Pastor River will reply me. He will say, don't say that. Now you may not know who Pastor River is. He will say, don't say that. This is the big gym. I'm like, hey, you're seeing this thing farther than I'm seeing it. But it really was a small gym. One shop, this space. But we had mats and we had small dumbbells. Small 2 kg dumbbells. So when they finish their 1 hour session, I will help them with recovery. Stretches, massage. Now they go. They have experience. They will bring someone. I'm like, oh, the space is not enough.
Yeah.
Luckily, the complex has extra space. Bust the next one. Bust into the next one. Before you know, oh, I had this skill where I can make things. Okay, call this man. Oga, see this design where I get. Could you help me recreate this? It will involve a welder. It will involve a carpenter.
True.
It will involve an upholstery man. Before you know, I am bringing all these different people to create equipment for me that would have cost me 600,000 if I was buying the new one. I would now recreate it for nothing less than 100,000. Everybody's working. It's looking fine. It comes out and they go, we can manage this. We started fit to try. We didn't have a bench. So I made step boards in the second month. I made step board. Step board is what we used to jump on, step on. So when a man, the first set of men that came, they were very patient with me. Because people, they will come because of your passion, because of your fire, because of the vision you hold in your head that they don't know.
What you lack in your environment, you can compensate it in your passion.
Yes, sir.
Some people are very passionless.
I'm not seeing the fire in this thing you are doing. So I'm not believing what you are doing.
You know their problem. Some of them is the environment. I don't have all the equipment. I don't have everything. So they lose confidence.
That's the thing. That's when you have fire.
Have fire. Have passion.
Your space will be clean. Your service will be different. You go, now this small place, this guy, they do this kind big thing.
I know what helped you. You're not money conscious.
Daddy.
At the time.
No. Even till now. So people tell me, you're making money now. I say,
and you know that's the secret of the super rich people. The very rich people, the billionaires of this world. When you hear them talk, you hear that money is not motivating them.
Yes.
When you listen to Elon Musk speak, you're not hearing money.
You won't hear numbers. You will not hear figures.
It's passion, a drive.
Yes, sir.
You see, that's what they want to see. So the money is a fruit.
Yes, sir.
It's a result of their passion, what they want to see. They love what they do.
They are in it. The next challenge is what is exciting. It wakes them up in the morning. They are restless because of the next challenge they need to conquer, not the next money that needs to come in. My manager did the math last month, so I employed a manager because now the workload.
You're a manager now.
Yes, Daddy. Because the workload is getting much. I need to focus on building the second gym. So when she started, she said, how much do you make a month? I'm like, okay.
It's also fit. Or she's just managing the money.
Good question.
So
no,
I'm
is she fit? So
I'm a very patient person.
Your manager.
I'm a very patient person.
You have not answered the question.
I'm coming to that. The
she's
lifestyle.
Not.
So she started and she was like, now she's making videos in the gym.
Okay.
So I'm a very patient person. What I carry will bring you along. When you see, when you hear the testimonies going round in the gym, this woman that needs to pay to get herself prepared for pregnancy. She's pregnant. We're sharing that testimony there. She's pregnant now. She didn't even know she was pregnant until 3 months.
Wow.
Because it was so easy. She's carrying it so easily. She didn't know because she's fit now. When you hear a testimony like that, make I really see what I go. Make I really see. And one step at a time. Yeah. They start by just taking picture. Before you know, they are carrying iron. Before you know, they are strong. Before you know, they start to buy gym wares. And my manager will find time in between our work time, and she starts to work out.
Okay, that's good. So now there's starting where you are. There is selling your passion.
Yes, sir.
So for you to try 2 months, 3 months old, I'm trying to take you back.
Yes, sir.
You see, a few things were there. So from that moment, how did you climb?
How did I climb?
Yes, how did you climb? In terms of when money was coming in, were you putting the money back into the
Yes, sir.
business?
Yes,
were
sir.
you changing your lifestyle?
Yes, sir.
You change your lifestyle.
You change gear.
Okay, you see that. So how? Oh, this month XYZ came in. The gym
Mhm.
is just young. It's just
Mhm.
starting. So take us through
Okay.
that.
I was about to say this. So the manager did the math, and she said, "Sir, this was what we pulled in last month." I'm like, "Is that it?" Ah, we'll give God the glory. We'll give God the glory. Can it be better anytime soon? She said, it can be. We just need to be giving them this quality. They will bring more people. We're going to need more space then. She said, yes. Now, this is it. It, it was way beyond what I thought we were doing.
Mm.
It was way beyond what I thought we were doing. But I am still Jeff Badia. So it is what I have been doing since. The business is a child that is growing on his own. Do you expect your child now to start to feed you, if that's the word? Let me paint this picture, Daddy. So the business does this number, and I decide to take that number to live lavish. The business will be hungry. The business will be stagnant. I will have to struggle again next month. I will have to explain to people why we are still small, even when they are seeing the fire in me. Because this business is people. Okay, you are coming here. The next month you saw is now too shop. You start to feel like you are part of this growth.
Yeah.
This is the business. They start to feel like they own it with you. They would, as they see you grow, you will know people have love inside. I don't know of any other experience. I've seen people love growth so much as though it is theirs.
Associate themselves with it.
They want to be
Failure is an orphan.
Failure is an
so
orphan.
when they see this
Success has
boy,
many friends.
this boy, why are you not living lavish? Why are you still here? Why are you still here? Why are you here? You should be doing Buga now. No, we are going somewhere. And we have not arrived there,
Mhm.
and they are still with me coming. So that the Fit to Thrive gym is really not a gym that people up and leave and stop coming. It is that type of place where I have had people that have been there since day one. When they post picture of how they were before, they want to explain how they have improved. They post a picture of themselves in the gym, and it is Fit to Thrive gym small. So it is their progress. It's their progress picture. But I also see Fit to Thrive. I'm like, we were this small.
We are growing together.
This small.
That alone is a testimonial
We're
of
growing
the
together.
business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have a unique business model and approach.
Is it?
Mm.
I'm just, to be honest.
Because you are there's another question I'll ask you soon.
Okay, sir.
All right. Because some businesses will not come out of passion. You see, so we are going to get there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to get there.
That's
now.
true.
Yeah, your current business expressions are from your passion. It's like what you are giving birth to. It comes out naturally.
Yes,
See,
sir.
that's why you're not money conscious. It comes out. This is what you want to do. You see, so what you're having, you're not moved by the results. That's why you're not quickly trying to change your life. Money's coming in. You're not moved by it. You are doing what you want to do. You see, but there are businesses people would open that's not necessarily your passion. Your motivation is money, strictly. see, so prepare. I'm coming there.
Okay, sir. I'm prepped for that.
I'm going to ask you that question.
Okay.
How about launching out into which business area don't you like at all?
Hmm.
Oh, you are ready to. We are looking at you. You are ready to do anything.
Yeah, any business, where am I at now?
Any work.
Any
Jeff is
business.
shiny.
Any business. I feel I have the basics to run any business now.
Yes, that you are a business person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
I've gotten there.
Okay, so hold that
gotten
thought.
there.
I'm coming back to you. Scenario. There are several young people here, older people here. All right, some students, some they already began their career path 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. How old are you in career path now? 20 what? Is it 13?
2013, yes.
Like grammar style.
Mm.
How many years is that?
Yes.
That's 13 years.
13 years. 13
yes.
years.
So it took you 13 years. Wow, that's a long time. You've been at it.
Mhm.
So good. Now you've changed jobs a couple of times, few times. Right? There are companies you work, you don't grow.
Yes.
You see that? There are companies you work, you 7 years, 8 years, they are not going anywhere. You too will not go anywhere. Right? How do you spot the right job? One, that's the first question. How do you spot the right job? Do you just jump into a place because there's an opening there? How can you spot the right job for those that are working now? All right, should you be there for another 5, 6 years? You see that? That's one. Then two, how can you grow? What are some of the qualities you should have as a professional that if you have these qualities, forget about your village people, you will surely grow.
Okay.
Some people are not growing their career.
Mm.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
And they will blame everybody but themselves. So you are growing. So how can you spot the right job? All right, and then how can you grow in your career path? Just the way we looked at business now, for the professionals in the career world, how can you do that?
Okay, thank you, Pastor.
Yeah.
Your first question, how do you spot a company that you can grow in,
Mm-hmm.
right? The number one thing I would say to anybody who is trying to build a career, right, no matter the point they are in their career, whether they're just starting or trying to transit, is to have a vision for yourself. That's the first thing. If not, any company will be a choice, right? It is more of yourself than the companies that are, that you want to get into. So that's the question. What is the vision of your own career path? What is your own vision for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? What do you want to go into? Because there are people who start out as salespeople, then they branch out into marketing. Some start out as admin, they branch out into, so there are different aspects for you as a career person, right? Where do you see yourself? And what's your career roadmap? Then that informs.
Could you adjust your mic a little bit?
Then that informs your choice of where you are going to. Is this better? That informs the choice of where you are going to. Now, when you've done that career roadmap, you are going to, and you want to jump companies, right? First off, you are the one who is applying to those companies. You want to look at it. Look at the company. How old are they?
Okay.
Number two, what is their organogram like? If you look at the organogram of the company, do they have empty rows up on top of where you are going to?
What's organogram?
I was going to ask.
Oga,
Oga
when
no
no
the
get
ground.
gram.
Oga no the ground.
Okay, simply.
Rescue.
Oh my goodness! I'm
Paco
so
Budo
sorry.
It's so say shiny.
Exactly.
Shout out to my governor, sir. Oga when no get gram.
That was good.
Okay.
English they cry.
That was, You speak out, it's no good.
Okay. So simply put, organogram is the reporting structure of a company. For example, is the reporting line of a company. So you come into a company and the company has, let me use Fit to Thrive organogram.
All right.
Now, Fit to Thrive can be classified as a startup company. Fit to Thrive is how many years old?
2 years
It's
now.
2 years. So Fit to Thrive is a startup company. Now in Fit to Thrive, you have the CEO, and sometimes the CEO may not necessarily be involved in the day-to-day running of the company. So you can have the managing director. So the managing director is involved in the day-to-day running. Managing director or general manager,
Yeah.
the GM or the MD. So you are the GM or the MD. Then who then reports to you directly? Direct report line. You have the manager that you said, right? So for now, the people in your paid list is yourself and your manager. There, Fit to Thrive is going to grow into different branches. Right now, you have how many branches?
2 now.
So you are going to have 5 branches
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
very soon. Now you have 5 branches. You are going to have 5 different managers
Mhm.
in those branches,
And
and
coaches.
and
Staff,
coaches
all of
and
that.
staff. So who does the coach report to? I'm very sure probably there will be a head coach
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A
that
head
will
coach.
report to this MD, who is you.
Yes.
There will be managers in all these branches that would report. Maybe they will report directly to the MD, or may have one manager they report to that now reports to you.
Mm.
So that is the organogram. Who is the entry level in your company? Who do that entry level report to? Who does those until
Those
it
ones
gets to
report
the
to.
CEO or the MD or the
Or the
GM,
chairman.
and
Okay.
that can be duplicated in all the departments of a company. Do you understand? So so the different departments of the company will have, sorry, the different departments of the company will have the different reporting line. So when you draw all those on a
That's
board,
the organogram.
that is the organogram
Okay.
of a company. It's the reporting line or reporting structure. So you want to look at it. If I want to build a career
So you
now,
do have a problem with the mic? Is it-
yes,
Okay, let them
it's
help
falling
you.
apart.
Go ahead.
If I want to like get into Fit to Thrive now, and I am a salesperson, Fit to Thrive may also have a marketing team, a sales and marketing team.
You can.
If I'm a sales associate or someone who wants to get to, okay, I'm in sales, I'm sorry, sir, I'm always tend to use that example. So let me use a coach.
Okay.
If I'm a coach and I want to grow in my career as a coach,
Yeah.
I'm looking to work in Fit to Thrive. If I want to know as a coach if I have prospects to work in Fit to Thrive, I will look at number one, the work culture of Fit to Thrive. I will probably go on Instagram or go on mostly LinkedIn. Go on LinkedIn, go on Instagram. I'll look at the coaches that exist already in Fit to Thrive.
Okay.
I will go and search them and ask myself, if I see Coach A in Fit to Thrive, worked 2 months with Fit to Thrive and left,
Left.
worked 5 months with Fit to Thrive and left. Coach B worked 1 year with Fit to Thrive and left. So there is high churn rate in that company. People are just
Interesting.
churning out.
So
I
you
will
research
not.
High
companies.
churn rate.
You should
Yes.
research companies.
Yes, I will
And just
not
ask how much would they
venture
pay.
there. Yes, it's not about. I'll give you
Mm.
an example. There's a dear person that I know, fantastic, professional, doing so well in a particular company. She was paid around 400
Mhm.
as at then, 400 as at then, and
Dollars or naira?
naira, and she was doing so well, getting recognized, and decided that she was going to move. This company she was going to move to was going to pay her around 850,000 naira. So almost a million then, if my memory judges me right. And that was like a double jump.
Mm.
So she moved, and that she moved, and 1 year down the line, she's no longer with that company, right? But in that role that she left, that role has grown into a regional role.
Oh.
The rule of the 400.
Yes. Has now grown within the time period of living,
Wow.
has now grown into a regional role. earning about that.
That same.
But now she's out of that job.
Oh, I see.
So you have to look into the company. Is this offer a shining? Um,
Yeah, this.
is
Yeah.
it just looking shiny but there's no substance?
Mm.
Mm.
So what's the work culture? With the because there are some places that they have, like I said, have high churn rate. You just make one silly mistake, you're out. Nobody has the time to ask you. Okay, nobody gives you the time to learn. Nobody gives you the time to improve. You said you are patient. Nobody. There are some companies and some bosses that are not have. They don't have the
They
time
don't
for
have
that
enough
patience. You
patience.
misbehave within your first 1 month. You are out.
Straight up.
They get another person in. And human beings are not perfect.
Mm.
So you want to find out so that you want to, that's what, number one. Churn rate. You also want to find out. I was using the coach example. If I want to get into Fit to Thrive now, I'll ask myself as a coach that wants to grow. The coaches that have been in Fit to Thrive, have they made? Is the head coach in Fit to Thrive? Was he a former coach?
Mm.
Do you
Mm.
understand?
Yeah.
Did they move a coach in a smaller branch to a
To
bigger branch?
brand.
Does the MD or the GM or the work culture believe in the training of the people? Are they training the people enough? Are they exposing them to resources, to trainings that help them to be better, such that in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, you are seeing them moving places within the
They are
company?
thriving.
Are they thriving? So that's an indication that, okay, if I get there, I will not be stuck. I'll probably apply myself and I'll be rewarded for good work, because there are two ways to grow. It's either you're growing, on the career ladder
Yeah.
positionally, or you are growing in your finances. So companies reward growth, reward performance by either giving you a bigger role, bigger responsibility, or increasing your bonuses, increasing your pay. Whereas some will just tell you, thank you so much for the good job that you have done. See you again next year. You don't get promotions, you don't get bonuses, you don't get salary increments, you just talk there.
Mm.
So you want to ask questions. You want to do your own researches. You want to also ask: is this company getting into? Are they into big projects that have succeeded? Right? Are they into big projects? Are they people minded? Do they have impact? That also tells you that a company that has impact, recognition. Are they recognized in that industry that they are in? Do the big shots know them?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you the quality of people you will get to meet, and the quality of people you get to meet would influence or impact your value at the end of the day. Because people also crisscross. You meet a customer, or you meet somebody within your work career,
Yeah.
and the person may just be a client, and the person says, I like the way you are and I want to poach you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start up, can you join me in this thing you're doing? And that's how you find
Okay.
yourself growing. So do your research, do your research, do your research.
All right.
So the second question.
When you're in there, so please, if you have questions, you can send your questions to. There's a number on the comment section there. It's a WhatsApp number only, so you can send your questions to that number. All right. The number is on the comment section: 08053517757, or you can send your message, your question directly here on YouTube. All right. So if you don't want to make your question public, you can send it to the WhatsApp number. Please
Yeah.
go ahead.
So how do you grow within the company? Haven't gotten into the company. How do you grow within your career? Number one, please know that businesses only pay for profit. Businesses only pay for profit. Businesses only put money in profit. If you employ a manager, and after certain, no matter how patient you are,
Mm.
after a certain number of months, that manager is not paying for her salary by delivering the value you put her there for,
Mm.
you will let
So,
her go.
so just as an addition or an aside, there are people who work in companies. They don't realize that this company exists for profit making.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I came to learn.
Because they just think, especially, okay, you're not selling. No, not everybody's in sales.
Not everybody
So if
is
you're in sales, it is obvious
It's
you're
clear
bringing in
cut.
money.
Yes.
But you don't realize that if you're a gate man, if you're a manager,
A piece in the
if
puzzle.
you are a customer care, you exist
For profit.
They are not there to smile.
They
Yes.
don't even know
So
how
some
they
of them
fit
don't
in.
realize that the fact that my actions are not necessarily bringing
Tied to
cash
money. Yes.
doesn't
Does
mean
not
that,
mean that.
what I'm doing
Exactly,
is to
Pastor.
bring profit. Some professionals don't realize it. So they wonder why their manager is overreacting.
Why just
After all, my job is just to ensure that everybody comes early. That's profit.
It's like the cleaner.
Yes.
It's like the cleaner.
Yes.
I employed one time. I'm like, she doesn't understand that if you don't clean this place 3 times
Affecting
this
business. You're affecting
week,
business.
it will affect the business, and they don't understand.
Your customer is going to take a picture in that gym, and the number of people that will see that picture will see the
It's
dirt.
dirty gym.
Yes, sir. Yes, man.
So does not
This
become
is
fit.
it.
Fit to be dirty.
While she was, while she was talking, I was like, as the business, you have a role to play, like in the kind of people you will attract to work for you. You have a role to play. Let's say they research Fit to Thrive now. Is this man just and it is true.
Yeah.
Some companies like easy fired.
Straight up.
There is always an opening in that position.
You ask yourself, why is
It's
this
What's
position?
going
Why
on?
of
Nobody,
toxicity?
nobody lasts there.
It's a
Yes.
level of toxicity that is running in that business. That,
Something is wrong.
something is going on in the management structure. Something is going on,
Sure.
and you just think, oh, it's open.
See.
You research who has done this job before. Wow.
That's a good one. So, okay, you have.
Sorry, let me. There's something I remember. There's someone who churns out content concerning career,
Okay.
concerning career growth, in like workplace and 9 to 5s. And there was this content about somebody who just got into a new role. Let me say, for example, the person is Mr. Theophilus. He gets
Okay.
into a new role. He gets there and he comes.
Audience,
And
hope you are
it starts to-
catching something.
It starts to do
I hope you are
so
catching
much.
something live. Come on, let's see your comments coming in. Let's see them. Let's see them. Go
So
ahead.
he starts to his first day in the office. He calls his predecessor, the person that was there before. And let me say,
I
he
remember
said
the content.
predecessor is Mr. Peter. He said, "Hi, Mr. Peter."
Use
He
another
said,
name.
sorry.
He knows why. Boss's name. That is it. He may be watching.
Okay, let's say the person's name is Ekperimenkus.
Okay.
Mr. Theophilus calls Mr. Ekperimenkus and says, "Hi, Mr. Ekperimenkus. My name is Theophilus." He said, "How can I help you?" He said, "Oh, I'm the new PA. I'm the person who took over from you from PA. What do you think I need to know to succeed on the job?" He said, "Wow, congratulations." He said, "Thank you very much. And let me just tell you your starter pack. Number 1, please get tab amlodipine." What's amlodipine? It's a blood pressure medication.
Start
He
that
said, "What
back.
is that for?" He said, "That is for your blood pressure that will rise in this job." Number 2, get up paracetamol. He said, "What is that?" He said, "That's for the headache you are going to have every day on this job." Good luck to you. Why did I say that? Some places, that's buttressing your point.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
The reason why a particular role
Yeah.
keeps churning. So, continuing from where I stopped, you must be a person of value. You must give value. Ensure that your work is producing value. Understand what your JD is. Understand what your job description is. And what's your TOR? What's your terms of reference? What were you paid to do? And what is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 most important tasks on your boss's mind?
Okay.
Number 1, what is your JD? That will form what will be priority tasks every day at your workplace. Number 2, what is that most pressing 5 things that your boss is currently, doing that pertains to your role? If your vision now is to say, "Oh, Fit to Thrive, I want," I don't know what your KPIs are for growth.
Okay.
If I want my customer count to double by the next 6 months,
Yeah.
you may not have a salesperson right now,
No,
right?
no, I don't have a
Good.
salesperson.
Let's say your manager then
Okay.
takes it upon herself and then says to herself, this my boss is looking to double the amount of customers. And then every day she tells you, I'm keeping a record of everybody who comes newly,
Mm-hmm.
to this place. And she's giving you a report on a daily to say, sir, 5 people came today. I noticed that the 5 people that came last week didn't come back today.
Yeah.
Or one person didn't come. Can we set up a system where we are calling those, that didn't come and find out why they are not coming? Did they change gyms? Did something break in the experience that they have, so that we can improve on the things that we do, so that we can retain more people. Oh, sir, I noticed that people are more family minded, are more community oriented, and the gym can be a community that will
Yeah.
continue to increase. Can we have a birthday celebration for everybody who is on our gym, and then we'll post them, oh, and all that. And those things she's telling you, she's putting action to it, and you see that at the end of the month, instead of the former churn you used to have, or churn rate of clients of maybe 60%, that comes down, and then you are retaining more clients. What will you do about that, manager?
I will increase her salary straight up. She has
So
helped me make more money.
You have to make more money for your company.
Yes.
So that's how you grow.
That's how you grow. Your
That's
role
number one.
and your activities have to make you more money.
Okay.
Number two, you must be open to responsibility. You must be
People are very
open.
strict. Like, my job is to smile. I cannot smile more than this.
Yes. This is the smile
If
you are
I
paying
must,
for.
you see this. My job is to. If you want this, you pay more. Okay.
So you must show yourself. You must be ready to take on responsibility. I do not say that you should choke yourself up on more tasks, because sometimes some bosses or some companies will say stretch goals, and that goal is going to actually stretch you
you.
until you break. I'm not talking of those stretch goals that break you. I'm talking of those stretch goals that improve you.
Okay.
Stretch goals can mean you are so valuable in the place that you work that if your line manager is going on leave, it is you he delegates his task to. Why? How do you get there?
Yeah.
You have to show yourself responsible by the simple tasks that you are giving every day. Are you turning in your tasks early enough? Are you prioritizing your tasks? Are you keeping tabs? Some people ensure that they are just visible enough to remain on payroll. You will not grow.
Visible enough
To remain on payroll.
You got to be more than that.
You have to, yes. You have to, your name has to be on the lips of the people that sit in that boardroom to make decisions.
You must have doings.
Yes. When push comes to shove and they are looking for someone to get a task done, it has to be you. And it's all those small tasks. So when they ask you, can you do this? No, sir. Me, I've never done this before. No. I'm too shy. Or I'm this and that. You don't have any business. The question you should be asking is, how do I get it done?
Okay.
If you need to be researching, are there people within the company that already know how to do this, that you can sit in with them for 20 minutes and they can show you how to get it done? But don't ever say, no, I cannot do it, right? I haven't done this before, but I'm willing to give it a go. I'm excited about this new, assignment. Thank you for trusting me to do this. I'll do it to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
That tells your line manager something. When I got into Merck Pharmaceuticals, I still remember my manager then, Mr. Ajibola Omoniji. Shout out to you if you ever get to listen to this YouTube. At the time I signed my contract with Merck Pharmaceuticals, I didn't like the offer, the monetary offer. And I called him, or he called me to say, I didn't know him before. Usually when you are, negotiating pay, is that you're negotiating with you're usually negotiating with the HR, and then the line manager can influence things, because it's the line manager that really makes the last decision on your hire. He said something to me. He says, "Oh, Esosa, I do not know you, but I really like you on the interview. I really like you on the interview, and I believe we can work together. Please know that if you are coming in, you are working for me." And he said that in the most, humbling way. You're not working for Merck Pharmaceuticals. You're working for me. And be sure that if you're working for me, it will be worth your while.
Okay.
When I signed that contract, to be honest, I wasn't just signing the contract to work with Merck Pharmaceuticals. I haven't ever told him this, but I believed in that manager. And I said to myself, I'm going to work with this manager. Right? And when I did, that was my thinking. How can I make this manager shine? What can I do? And that is it. Your line manager, make your line manager happy by the work that you are doing.
Okay, we have some questions here. Very important. Let me just add to that. Sometimes you get into an office, you're working, and something is pushing you to think you are better than your boss. Something is pushing you to think.
And your boss cannot do the things that you are doing.
Yes,
Wow.
it's a problem many have.
You to think you're better than your
sometimes, you'll be the one doing the hands-on work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so whatever that thing is, will make you think, let's say you are the one selling this. Okay, you're the one selling, so you're the one in the market. Your boss is in the office, so something may push you to think that, yeah, I'm the one doing the job. You are just there. See, so let me advise you, that thing that's pushing you, it wants to destroy you. Yes, so
Absolutely.
don't fall into that pit to ever think you're better than your boss. This is it. Who is above you is above you for a reason.
Yeah.
Who is managing you is managing you for a
There's
reason.
is
And you know the reason is better than you.
simple.
Don't tell yourself, no, you just leave it as it is. Because when you think, I think I'm better, you will not know it's affecting you. The way you are interpreting instructions, you become defensive because you think, and promotion comes from above.
And you second guess his decisions.
Promotion comes from where? Above. And your boss is
above
you. So we have 4 questions here and we're out of time. Today has been a blast, man.
It has been.
I
learned a lot.
Yeah, so let me read out the questions here. So let me read out two are 6 questions now.
Okay.
It's a lot, but let me take the first 2, which relates to business. Number 1. Okay, this is to Jeff. That's the question.
All right.
This is to Jeff. What's your take on collaborations, partnership, and loans in business?
Okay.
Let me just read the second one.
Okay.
What do you think about having family members in a startup or a growing business?
As an investor or as
That was just the question.
Okay.
So I may want to think, no, it's not the same person.
Okay.
So I think the second question, maybe like employing, maybe your manager now is your sister or something.
Okay.
So that's what I said. The person clarifies the question.
All right. To answer the first question, I learned this, and I learned it this way. It is better to own a 10% of a billion naira business than 100% of a 100k business.
Yeah.
You own the business 100%, but it's a 100k business.
Yeah.
But you hold 10% of a billion naira business. That's actually 100 million.
100 million. Yeah.
But it's 10%.
Just
but it's 100 million.
More. Yeah.
I say this to encourage collaboration. I say this to say, do not look to pack all the money. My first year, I realized I can grow into the business. It might take years. So I called in someone. I'm like, at this point, there is a speed I would like to grow. And I can stand in the market as an authority as well. so that when they come to the gym, they would know, oh, because some persons will come, you don't have this, you don't have this. I was losing some clients because you don't have this, you don't have this. Now, I to some level I insisted on not having treadmill. It's one major thing in the gyms, and I insisted on not having it because I am pushing a brand message. Because everybody assumes they don't know fitness, and I introduce them into fitness. They now get lost in the idea of fitness as being walking on the treadmill and doing a video, and they end up not learning the real thing. The walking on treadmill and going home, you can do that on the road. You can do that on the road, but strength training is key, and you are here now. You can learn that here now. Do not let this one cloud, because I coach somewhere and I saw how that thing really will cloud the learning process of someone. So I would hold back on that one. But other equipments were important. So how do I meet up really fast? This was what I did. The woman that sells the things, right? She sells in here, and I'm like, how do I get to the point where this woman can give me equipment without stress? Really believe in this dream that I have. It would now be, oh, hers is a little bit expensive because I'm not buying directly from, say, oh, but I bought one thing, second one, third one. Now I'm buying a lot of dumbbells from her, and I go, mommy, I'm spending 1 million here now.
Yeah.
Could you front me to like up to 1.5? We're collaborating now. Because I've bought something of 300k before. I've bought something of 500k before. Well, mommy, I'm paying you 1 million for this, but add this one. But let me owe the other ones. Push me. I used to call it push me. And then she say, okay, when would you pay? This is where you now have to, if you say, you have to do, so that they can trust you. It is this trust that will help them do it again and again.
I see.
So collaboration can come in this sense. Buy. You're not buying as cheap as you would from the person selling. They are not wholesale, but they are close to wholesale. They are in your locale. Buy. But over time, start to now improve your credit line with them. So one time she called me, there's this thing. I'm like, okay, mommy, how you go be?
Summarize, bro, Jeff.
Carry it. She said, carry it. How long will you pay? 6 months. That's collaboration. Now, there's a slim line, because there's this kind of collaboration. I want to own 10% of a billionaire business where you now lose sight. So I'm sharing something that I'm learning recently. So I needed to start a second brand. So I'm looking for some serious collaboration, and I wanted to take in someone, and they like 30% of the profit for a lifetime, and I was almost going to like, I needed to start. But then went back, talked to persons. Please, let's look at the book. In this number of years, this is the amount this thing will do, this business will do. If for this little investment now, because it is little, if they push me this money now, and I make this agreement, and it spans to, they will be making a killing. So I will be working too hard for this. If I take them in at this point as an investor, I would lose a lot. 40% is big. And giving that out so easily, it will
you have to make smart partnerships and collaborations.
When you want to make partnership, please be smart about it.
To research properly.
Would you employ someone who is a family member in your business? There's something that he talked about in finance convention. He said, to some extent, you can say it is strict, you can say it is wickedness, but be strict, be wicked. Yes, ma'am. So principles that allows you to treat everybody or to treat people, first you are good.
Yeah.
But then I'm employing you for this job. This is what the role entails, and I know it will help you. Come around. You can do the work. Why do I say this? Because at some point, the managing job was my sister. She came all the way from Lagos and she sees the business. I'm like, we think it's a small business. So I don't know, be small, it big go. He say, I go need work. How much you go pay for this kind of position? Make I dey help you. I'm like, okay, this is what I'll pay.
Yeah.
She was shocked. I'm like, but that's the original pay for it. She would do it, and then she did it for 4-5 months, and then she had to travel back. The 4-5 months, it was what it was. You do the job. If you do not do, yes, you will be a big brother outside of that work hour. If within the work hour you can say, hello, everybody enjoy it.
So
I'm saying they enjoy it. Yeah.
no brother for business.
Hey, they never. You're not talking to this person. You know. I would do that to call them to order if they are not doing what the job entails.
Okay.
If it needs be. So yes, I can employ a family member because I am a person that lives by principle per se. If my mother is working for me now, say she's helping me take care of some things,
Can you
Yes.
sack a family member?
I can sack a family member.
Yes. So that's the
with my
principle.
full chest.
Don't employ who you can't
Who you
sack.
cannot-
Who you cannot fire.
who you cannot
Don't
fire.
hire, you cannot fire.
I can fire
You can
anybody.
fire-
I can, if
You are dangerous.
If I will fire anybody.
All right. So now a quick one. We have 2 questions here. How do I negotiate my salary? I think I didn't get a job because I didn't negotiate well enough.
Okay.
Then number 2,
You think the person thinks the person did not
get
the
a
job.
particular job because he didn't negotiate well enough. Maybe the boy was asking for,
Too much.
and I know about someone. It's even in Europe. He passed all through. Then they asked him how much. He just said what he wanted. They didn't get back to him. In Europe, they didn't just get back to him. They didn't even say, okay, will you accept this? They just told him, won't go ahead with you. So it's like some people, they are very mean. Once you just ask for what they think, so this is the question. Please take this in 2 minutes, both of them. How do I negotiate my salary? I think I didn't get a job because I didn't negotiate well enough. Last question. I work currently and my pay is fine, but I don't feel satisfied or fulfilled. Do I change my job, or how do I become passionate about my job? I work currently and my pay is fine, but I don't feel satisfied or fulfilled. Okay, you need to be jobless. Adejoko. Do I change my job? Do I change job, or how do I become passionate about my job?
Okay. The first one is, how do I negotiate my salary?
Yes.
First off, you need to research. Go and do a research. Use the resource available online to search the job range, the pay range for the role. Don't ever mention the amount you. It goes 2 ways these days. Many times when they come to you before they even set an interview for you, they ask you what is your expected.
It's very low. Or is it mine?
They ask you what is your expected
it's okay.
salary range. The general principle is not to mention what an expected salary range is. The general principle is for you to let them tell you the budget.
Okay, so you should say what's the budget. If they
Yes,
ask you what
what's
you want
the
to be
budget-
paid.
What's the budget for your role? I'm sure that the budget for your role is reasonable,
Okay.
and it is it's reasonable for the role. So
Okay.
that's one. Number 2, you don't share what your current salary is. You don't share
Okay.
what your current salary is. You don't share your pay slips. You don't share what your current salary is, because when you do, what they would do is to benchmark regardless of their budget. For some companies, if the budget was to pay you $1 million before, and your current salary is $400,000, instead of them to pay you $1 million, they will put 400,000 plus, maybe just give you a too nice $600,000, so that, because they know that you'll be excited for the raise,
Yeah.
and you will not know that there are some colleagues that
And
will be in your
earning
office
way,
that will
way
be
more.
earning $1,000 million. So that's just as an example. So the general principle: find out what the
Research.
budget for that role in that company is,
Yeah.
you know, and then negotiate around
Don't reveal your current
that
salary.
budget. Don't review your current salary.
And let them talk. Don't give a figure
Let
first.
them talk.
Or if they insist on not saying anything.
Many times, right? They will still push. They will push
So
to
push
interview you.
back.
If your response is exuding confidence enough, if your response is exuding confidence enough, if your portfolio and your CV and your application is strong enough, they
Alright.
would interview you,
Okay.
right? If they've interviewed you and you still don't want to mention the salary range, they will offer you.
I
They
see.
will usually offer you. It's some will not, but most will usually still offer you and then allow you to negotiate.
Okay. The last question.
The last question is this. And then please always negotiate your salary. Even if you get an offer, right? Still negotiate that offer. If you
Okay.
push comes to shove and they say, okay, no, 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 we will not. It's better that you negotiated,
Most time there's room for negotiation.
yes, and it didn't work, than
You
you
discover
just
later.
went and signed
Desperation. I see.
without negotiating.
All right.
Then to the other question, you don't have passion. So it happens a lot with career people where you do a routine task for a period of time. There's no more adrenaline rush. You've been there, done that. The same old routine. That is an indication that you need to change roles, get a new, like increase your value in terms of maybe getting a new certification, getting a new training, so that you can either move companies or be ready to move roles.
Okay.
So you don't have to, you shouldn't, that's the idea, you have to keep growing. You shouldn't have to stay in it. So it's an indication that probably you should start searching for other roles that a new role or a new position, or you should get a new training
All right.
to add to your,
Wow. This has been insightful.
It has been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been great. 1 hour, 30 minutes thereabouts of so much wisdom. So much. Someone said you should come and open the gym in Iselu. There's a comment there.
We see-
Oh,
they-
nice.
Yes, I was asking for you at Iselu.
we're
So
coming to do that.
just want you to know that Iselu calls.
Okay.
Yeah, Iselu calls. Iselu calls. Yeah. Today has been wonderful. Brother Jeff, Pastor Neraya, thank you so much for coming to the Euodoo Finance Experience.
Thank you.
I know everybody joining for the first time, so welcome.
Thank you.
So
Thank
we
you
would
so
we would come your way again next week, Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. for another amazing time. All right. So I'm not going to reveal my guests for next week. I'm not going to tell you what we're talking about. But if you want money, you want more money, you want to excel in your business, you want to excel in your career. All right. This is your platform. Welcome to Euodoo, where we make money, spend money, use money, save money, and
give money.
enjoy money.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much for having me, Daddy.
Euodoo,
Cheers.
where we enjoy life.
We enjoy, like, can you imagine?
So next week, who knows? We may just be giving out grants. So
I am
Anyway.
tuned in.
right? Enjoy your life. Euodoo, flexing my life. All right. Bye.